Okay, looking at the ES, we see we're at an indecision point. We've gotten a great run. If you look at the count, how many days back you're talking about from the 6th, or if you took the buy signal on the 10th, you're talking about 2 weeks. So it's 2 weeks it's been going up fairly well, and I wouldn't say to go short anything. It wouldn't make sense because the trend is up. We'll just continue to look how it's looking, but again, I did take a small short on a bank stock, which was Bank of America, just because of the way it was looking and the way it was performing. Even with the market going up so strongly, it was still in a very weak position. NQ continued to look good. Let me get the NQ up. The NQs continue to look good, and I don't see any reason why you would immediately go or even attempt to go short this. Okay, even with just a break, that would not be I would not short going into, because you're just stepping in front of the train, and I wouldn't. To me, that's not a smart type of trade. Indecision on the Dow names, and I'll actually show you something regarding some of the components of it and why I'm looking at it like, are they fucking with us? Quite honestly, because the way that they were moving certain stocks, and you then have the IWM that is continuing to the upside. Again, you roll your stops accordingly. You got to be careful sometimes with obvious stops because they can flash them and then continue to the upside. So, and the volume was weakening, but again, it's picked up a little bit now, but still below, the last time it had a spike. So we really want to just kind of look at that. And again, you could be rolling your stop up to protect your profits. Apple looked good today. Again, it's 1 bar pullback, kind of it looked bearish in the morning, but again, it just need a buy signal, I think. Again, it's overextended, but that doesn't mean it's going to stop. So if you do get a buy signal, just be careful. And I would say wait till at least 10 o'clock if you're going to wait for it, because you don't want to just flash it up because everybody and their mother's looking at the same thing. You want to just flash them up at the open, and then all of a sudden you're getting, broken down as the day goes. Google, again, my video 2 days ago said that it'd be a nice long going here, and it has paid well. Priceline pulled back about $10, but again, after a $30 move, I would not be I would definitely not short. I mean, if you're going to roll your stop ups to at least break even, or if you've taken off some profits, that's what it looks like it could be. And then again, we looked at Amazon as well yesterday, and it almost has the same type of pattern. So I don't know if they're going to pull this one back out, because these should be moving very, very fast based on their price pattern. Baba's continue to go down. We really don't need to talk much about that. It's in a downtrend. And we also have Baidu, which is in a downtrend. GoPro, we haven't looked at. It's still, this is the volume is so stinking light after this, so I would just not even mess with this unless you just see a better setup for more downside potential. IBM, one of the names that you could say, okay, it's come test this band of resistance, and it's failing again. Not that bad, but it's still failing. But then you have the other side of the house where you got McDonald's, where you're like, are they manipulating this? Because what the hell was so sexy? Did the McRib come back out, or what the hell came back out that gave such a drastic thing? And again, if the Dow is only down 10 points, if this is weighted heavy, they can make it, all the other components could be looking really bad. They could take this one component, run it up $4 or $2, $3, $4, and make the Dow seem flat when it isn't. So again, you got to make sure that you're looking at things constructively. Again, Boeing still looks in an uptrend. Actually giving a nice little light pullback, but again, it's moved up a lot. So again, you just want to be careful trading a 3-bar pullback. Who else do we have? I took a small short of Bank of America today, just based on a lower high and a break sell signal, and it broke down. It broke down almost 2% today, so it's still in a weaker state to me. Again, all things could change tomorrow, but light position, typically about half position based on what's going on, and I don't want to go too heavy chasing things or doing something that's kind of counter trend to the market. Procter & Gamble gave a sell signal today, but didn't really do much. It's pretty much sideways, but again, I have a bias towards the short side because of this. Just keeping it simple. It's below the 50% mark, so I have a bias to the short side regarding that. Tesla, I don't know if they're really messing with people, but again, if you take this, you could clearly see that it's been in a downtrend for a while actually, since last August, and I wouldn't be going long this name. It's still in this congestion, and it's still giving you lower highs, so I wouldn't be going long this name. And I don't know if they're saw that again, this low volume for the last 3 days is saying, listen, this exhaustion going down. But again, if the trend is down before that, and I think that's one of the biggest things that new traders need to look at, is if the trend is down, that doesn't mean that you just take one buy signal, because how far can it go? You don't want to play that game with the markets, because they will always win. Starbucks as well has been pretty much lock in step with Apple. So gave this little pullback and continued to the upside. And again, if this stuff has any type of red candles, it doesn't mean, again, you got to see what the underlying trend is. If the underlying trend is up, just stay with it. Don't try to, you know, sneak the market or figure out how to, you know, trade all these little dips and stuff like that. Look at what the overall trend is. The example for this, you take this, take that, you say, okay, the trend is up. It's over 50%, and let me try to get a position based on how I either trade the I trade retracements, and some people trade breakouts. I don't like breakouts because it just requires a lot of pain, in my opinion. But that's pretty much it. And oil is continuing to go down. I think it closed. Let me see where it closed. Regarding the future, it actually closed at 48. So it's under the 49 mark. I think it's going to head to 41 to 33. So we'll see what happens from there. Again, take care.